It is with the heaviest of hearts that I must report that Captain Jeffrey Bowen, 13-year veteran of the Asheville Fire Department, assigned to Rescue Company 3, was fatally injured while fighting a 4-alarm structure fire today. The fire was reported around 12:30 p.m. today at 445 Biltmore Avenue. Captain Bowen and approximately 25 other firefighters responded on the initial alarm. As firefighters were attacking the fire and searching for building occupants, Captain Bowen declared a Mayday signal indicating that he needed emergency assistance. Rescue teams located Captain Bowen and his crew and removed them from the building. Captain Bowen was transported to Mission Hospital, where later he was pronounced deceased. In addition to Captain Bowen, Firefighter J. Biltmore has been transferred to a hospital in Augusta, Georgia for further treatment. 6 other firefighters were treated for heat-related injuries and are all expected to be discharged soon. We are devastated by the loss of our brother Jeff. He dedicated himself to protecting the people of Asheville. This is a terrible tragedy for our city, for all of us in the Asheville Fire Department, and most importantly, his wife Stacy. We are praying for her and offer our deepest condolences to all who knew and loved him as we did. Jeff is remembered as one of the most positive firefighters in our department. He was a firefighter's firefighter, always working and dedicating himself to improving our department and improving his fellow firefighters. Beginning now and in the coming days, the Asheville Fire Department, with the assistance of numerous local, state, and federal agencies, will be fully analyzing this incident to determine the situations surrounding this tragic event. I'll be happy to take questions at this time.
The second firefighter you mentioned, what was his last name again, who's been transferred?
Bettencourt.
Can you spell that for us, please?
Bettencourt.
And what are his injuries?
I'm uncertain what his injuries were. He was initially transported to Mission Hospital. The medical staff at Mission Hospital determined that he could receive additional treatment that would be needed at the hospital in Augusta.
Do you have an idea of what his condition is at this point?
It was reported to me that he was stable when he was transferred.
Where exactly in the building did it start on the floor?
We don't have complete information at this time. It appears that it started on the top floor. That's the initial findings of the investigations, that it appears to have started on the top floor. But that it will be some time before we can make an official determination of the cause and the origin of the fire.
Was there an issue with not having sprinklers, and if so, why?
That also will be part of our full analysis. The building did not have sprinkler. There was one room in the structure that had a sprinkler system, but the building throughout did not have a sprinkler system, and that certainly will be included in our analysis to determine the situation surrounding. Sir?
Should they have had sprinklers?
Based on the time that the building was built, the building code would not have required sprinklers at that time.
Were any of the doors locked as they tried to get out or in?
Unable to answer that question right now. We certainly will be interviewing all of the firefighters on the scene, finding out what their experiences were, and any difficulties they may or may not have had entering or exiting the building. But at this time, I don't have any of that information.
As for the captain, were his injuries smoke-related or related to the actual fire itself, or do you have more information on what kind of injuries he sustained?
I do not. He was transported to Mission, and he was in critical condition at the time that he was transported, and he did pass away at the hospital.
Did all the patients and anyone who works in the building make it out safely?
Yes, sir. That we have no reports of any occupant injuries. Captain Bowen was searching for any missing occupants that may have been in the building when he was fatally injured.
These buildings, hospitals, obviously, it's very intricate and hard to find your way around. Do you think they may have gotten disoriented at all up there?
Hard to say. At this time, we will be doing a full analysis to find out exactly what occurred in this situation to see if any of those factors contributed.
How many people were in the building when the building caught fire?
There were an estimated 200 plus occupants in the building. It's a large building that has multiple medical offices and treatment centers, and it was fully occupied at the time that the fire alarm notified the fire department.
Do you know if did he run out of oxygen? Do you know what happened to him?
We do not. We do not. He declared a mayday, which indicated that he needed immediate emergency assistance. The rescue team located him, removed him from the building, and he was transported to Mission. We do not know right now the exact cause of death.
And the other ones who are injured as well, and they're being treated and released, did those come subsequent to that, or are those all part of the same unit?
Yes, ma'am. Firefighter Betancourt and Captain Bowen were working together as a team. And the other firefighters, as the incident progressed, as the incident grew on, we had several firefighters that had minor heat-related injuries that were transported to the hospital.
So this is over the course of trying to fight the fire throughout the duration of it. I mean, you guys are still out there. So some heat-related as the afternoon went on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
How many firefighters worked at this fire?
Approximately 60 firefighters were called this fire. It was a 4-alarm fire, and we received assistance countywide. Buncombe County Emergency Management, Buncombe County EMS, all of the fire departments within Buncombe County continue to assist us with this fire.
Can you describe, if you heard from folks, what it was like to be up on that floor? I mean, was it very smoky, very dark? How hot was it, for example?
We have not conducted any firefighter interviews at this time. However, certainly the fire conditions that were present, that would be typical in a structure fire of that type.